This is my new TV that I bought. It's a little too big. It's a 70-inch. And as you can see, it goes behind my monitors. You actually can't even hardly see Wes there when he's streaming. Gotta figure that one out. But I used to have a 60-inch Vizio LED 1080p TV here. I think it was like the V series or whatever. It's like the cheapest one you could possibly get. And it started giving me some issues. It did a couple years ago, and then they went away, and then they came back this year, and I couldn't get them to go away. And I was like, okay, I'll just replace it. So I shopped high and low, long and hard, had to, looking at TVs and trying to figure out what would be the best TV to get. And I talked to many like Best Buy experts that, do TVs, and I did my own research, and I come to the conclusion that I believed an OLED TV would be the best way to go. So I bought a Sony OLED. It's the newest one that just came out. It was $4,000. And it seemed a little high for a TV, but I thought, you get what you pay for, right? So I was really excited to try this. How the blacks are just black, there's no like gray or bleed through or whatever. So I went and bought the TV from Best Buy. I actually had to wait for it to come in stock because, it actually just came out like last week. It was the A95K, I believe is the model number. So went and bought it, brought it home, mounted it up on the wall, started using it, and I was decently impressed. I mean, the picture was pretty nice. I really liked Sony's software because when you go into the menus to like control the TV itself, they were very fluent and fast and, no lag, and, you could get apps. It's the Google Play Store, Google TV. So any kind of app on the Play Store would work just fine. I got Twitch on it and everything. Good TV until about 3 days later. And I'll tell you what really hurts, my scenario, and that's the fact that I have cameras all the way around my house, and when I'm not watching my TV like on Twitch like today, I put it on the cameras 24/7. And about 3 days in, the TV turned itself off, and I thought, okay, that's interesting, maybe it's like a power saver or something. So when I turned it back on, it gave a warning about burn-in, and said that if I continued using the TV the way that I had been, it would burn in the picture and not last very long. And that's when I decided that OLED probably wouldn't work for me. So I returned it and I bought this Vizio M series, and it's QLED. Now, it's all just fancy names and letters. It's not really different than LED. The only difference with QLED versus LED is the fact that QLED is a little brighter. I will say that, using this TV and trying out some of the different things here, you get a ton of apps already preloaded on the TV. Twitch is not one of them. And as you'll see, it kind of lags. Yep, there we go. So it kind of lags, and it's not as fluent and fluid as the OLED or Sony TV worked. We do have YouTube and Plex and Prime Video and Apple TV. Those are like the main 4 things that I use. And then it's got this watch free, which is something that was not on the Sony. But I am kind of disappointed in the lack of Google Play Store, so I can't actually download any more apps or anything that I want to use. So, but that's pretty much why I chose to drop the OLED for a QLED, just because I don't want to have to deal with burn-in, especially on a $4,000 TV. This TV here was $700, and it's bigger, and the picture is just as good. I have no issues here. So, I just didn't see a reason to pay that kind of money for a TV that probably wouldn't last as long as something like a QLED would. So, just wanted to share that with you guys.